new product managers is about building this type of efficient system. It's about results now.
Hi everyone, and welcome to this edition of Getting to the Why, where we talk about all things mobile product management. I'm Jane, Director of Content at UXCam, and I'm here with Kishan, CEO of UXCam. Today, we're chatting about the hottest trend in mobile product management today. So Kishan, what technology are you most excited about right now?
Thanks, Jane. Look, there are over 4 billion mobile phone users on the planet today, and every individual user is quite unique. In order to truly deeply understand this user, I think auto capture is the technology that's going to be on every product manager's radar. Traditionally, data on user behavior has been tracked manually, and the team that solely rely on engineers to do the manual tracking won't be able to keep up with the volume of data that users are generating every day. Think about all the mini breadcrumb that the user leaves when they use your product. Every click, every swipe, every tap, every page view. What if you could stitch all these breadcrumbs together to automatically form one single source of truth about user behavior? The technology exists to automatically capture data without having to wait for your engineering support. More people should and will be using it.
So you're basically cutting out the middleman of having to wait for event tracking from engineers when you're setting up your dashboards or setting up your tracking. Cool. Well, tell us more about why a modern mobile team needs auto capture today.
The quality of digital experience that an organization delivers to their customer is going to determine their competitive advantage. Today, a customer expects their food to be delivered to their home from the moment when they pick the restaurant of their choice, and they expect it to be within an hour. Or to stream a movie on their iPhone while they're waiting on the airport. Customer can choose from numerous providers, and it really takes just a single tap or single swipe to switch to a new option if you as a brand are not able to meet their customer expectation. And of course, this results in lasting revenue, productivity, reputation damage, and more. So there is a gap in industry where it's regarding the truly understanding the user behavior data. When we started UXCam, we were doing user testing, and it was really hard to scale and validate. User testing is easy to execute, but it's really hard to scale and understand your user in real life. On the other hand of the spectrum, there are tools like Google Analytics, which is of course very complicated and requires massive amount of manual instrumentation for everything you want to track. It's extremely hard to execute and validate your hypothesis. So the pain with Google Analytics and tools like that and the user testing is that you have to manually capture events and your inability to truly understand user behavior. Auto capture closes that gap.
It sounds like the increased mobile app usage is evolving the actual product management role and the technology that comes with it. So what's the old school way versus the new school way of doing product management?
In the old ways, right? In the period of hypergrowth, money was flowing more freely into the user acquisition funnel. You, as a business, could spend a lot of money. It didn't matter that the cost of acquisition was high. So you didn't have to test that much. You didn't have to be prudent and could sort of afford to have poor onboarding, and some users would leave. You could afford to have confusing UI, have your app work on some devices or not because you're still growing. Even if you had low engagement on the category pages or losing users on the monetization stage of the funnel, there was less pressure to optimize. None of the consequences were that obvious. It was okay that your app worked for some users and not for others because there was always money to acquire new users. But this doesn't work on the new environment. The new way is to build, measure, and learn around the user, and that's made possible with auto capture. The new environment needs sustainable growth. Everybody in the market is tightening the budget. It's all about running a tight ship. How do you build an efficient flow? So as a new product manager, the heavy focus is on the entire journey, making sure that these dollar that you're spending on the acquisition side converts into multiple times of the amount that you actually spend. So this is how the performance is going to be looked at. And the new product managers is about building this type of efficient system where you can do more with less. It's about results now. Tighter, shorter feedback loop is really what's expected now in this current scenario where you have to reduce the time to insights.
Well, I like this narrative about like the new expectations of the product manager, and it goes with the theme that the role is evolving so much. So what's the future of auto capture and app analytics right now?
I think there is a huge data knowledge gap in the industry right now. So, product managers are not knowing how to work with data. And it's nothing to be embarrassed about, right? There is no such thing as a PM university. But technologies like auto capture is closing this gap. Product managers who knows this are perfecting the customer experience, not taking a data analytics course, but they're really making sense of the data that's being captured, and with automated machine learning insight to pinpoint the issue and also to make changes in real time on product experience. This is the future of the auto capture and app analytics, and we're extremely proud that UXCam is leading the way on this.
I love that, Product Management University. And you don't really have to enroll if you have UXCam. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. And it sounds like if you're not using auto capture, you are missing out. And there you have it, everyone. Auto capture is the hottest trend in mobile app analytics today. Thanks for watching, and check out Kishan's blog, Getting to the Why. The link in the description is below. Thanks so much, Kishan.
Thanks, Jane.